top of the tree, and that's important. The points on the right-hand side there are the number of matches that they've won. They have beaten everything that's come across their paths at the moment. Indonesia have won 8 matches, Malaysia have won 6, and Asia crept up significantly by beating Philippines yesterday. But at 5, Thailand is still in there with a chance. Now, the top 4 at the end of all the preliminary encounters, in fact, after 7 days of competition, so we've got 8 teams, each play each other, and those 7 matches that they play, with 4 in each, of course, 28 matches, that's the number of points that they're fighting for. Indonesia have got a perfect record at the moment, and there is
and live
the
from
Indonesian team on the right of the screen there. You can see in the lineup Malaysia as well. Malaysia have changed, made 1 change. Darren Liu, we've got Chang has come in there to replace him in this men's singles, and well, we'll see whether or not that has any effect on the overall position. But the most important thing about the Axiata Cup, every single match counts. You can't relax in the team environment like you would normally. This is big stuff. So Malaysia enter to Big Plom. They're in the spotlight, the thumping music, and of course it builds the excitement and it makes a big difference. It's one of the richest tournaments in badminton in the world. $1 million US. It's reckoned to be worth, and 400,000 of those dollars will go to the winning team. So really, really impressive. 2 Malaysians will be up here first, but we're going to see all the Indonesians introduced to the crowd in front of the VIP area, right in front of us here in the commentary box. I've got with me in the commentary position one of Indonesia's most famous commentators on badminton and many other sports as well. It's a delight to be with him here on the 3rd day here in Surabaya. It's Toto Damaji. Welcome, Toto.
Once again, thank you very much, John. What a very kind introduction. And indeed, it's going to get better and better every day. These matches, like you mentioned as well, that each point or each match count to the winner. Therefore, today between Malaysia against Indonesia, there has been tussle for many, many years, from Thomas Juber Cup, everything that you can name it, not just from badminton. It's about football, it's about sepak takraw or anything. They're competing one another. They respect one another, but it's an arch rival in any sport with Malaysia and Indonesia.
On my way into the DBL arena today from the hotel, takes about 20-25 minutes from downtown Surabaya, and the taxi driver was saying, yeah, badminton is big, but today it's a huge match with Indonesia and Saudi Arabia in the World Cup qualifiers, so don't expect to get a cab between 7 and 9 tonight. They really are fanatical supporters of all kinds of sports, but badminton is the focus of our attention. And I think that, to be quite honest, one of the most unbelievable experiences is to go to Jakarta during Thomas Cup time and just appreciate how hard it is to battle against the crowd, because they are fanatical. They don't let you rest. They're on your back all the time. There's a lot of baying. It's just like being in an amphitheater in the middle of Rome with the gladiators there fighting for their lives. It's that intense. It's that impressionable. In fact, it's really exciting. I love badminton in Indonesia. Surabaya is keeping the tradition really alive. It's going to be a women's singles to start with. This is going to be, now this is very interesting, because Manuputy was playing in doubles, wasn't she, not long ago? Bellaetrix Manuputy, and now she's matched up against Jing, who really has inherited the crown, I think you could say, from Wong Mu Chu as the major representative. She had a great match-up yesterday, and she was a little bit uneasy on the first day against the Philippines, but it was a much easier task against Thailand for us to predict. But she played a brilliant game against Ratchanok. And I have to say, if she continues with that form, she's going to give Manuputy a real run for her money.
Yeah, I agree with you, because of Teef has played with Manuputy only once, though. That was back last year during competition in Macau Open, where Manuputy had pretty comfortable game and winning it in straight set 21-14 and 21-13. So this is Manuputy mentioned that world ranking number 33 with 58-40 in record. So she has been quite successful as a single player in the Indonesian national team.
You can see 1-0. Toto explained that just now. And here we have our boom camera that's giving a really good feel for everything that's happening here. We've got two courts up and the lighting is showing two courts, but right at this moment it's just one court is shown. Just listen to the crowd building, the atmosphere building as well. Richard Ting in the chair, Eddie Rufianto is the service judge, and this is going to be special. We haven't had the introductions yet, still the warm-up is going, but it's now becoming really, really apparent, the intensity and the importance of the Axiata Cup. We've got a lot of experience on show, but we've also got the newcomers. And one of the most exciting things about Axiata and what it's doing for the sport in general around the world is exposing these newcomers to the big scene and the big spotlight.
Well, I'll agree with that because, as you mentioned, I think Yi is going to be that main person from Malaysia. And Bellaetrix Manuputy is playing number 3 in Indonesian singles for the ladies side. So the Olympics it's 3 years down the road, so they're looking for that. Who is going to be that player that is going to be accountable for their own country? But the question is, of course, Yi has played 3 days in a row, John. Will she have enough energy or enough of endurance to play 3 games in a row?
Do you know, my gut feeling is that it will help her. She's had to keep her concentration levels high. She obviously had a tough first day. Yesterday, I thought she played brilliantly until Rajanok took over. Here she goes. Jing will serve for Malaysia. First matchup, it's Malaysia versus Indonesia.
Well, the crowd is not going to stop.
That's for sure, and that was a really, really good start. It was a beautiful, beautiful cut drop into that forehand corner, and it was absolutely millimeter perfect.
Just like boxers, John, it's just like throwing jabs and jabs in the first round. No swinging, no uppercut, no hook shot, so they're trying to feel each other first.
It is, it's a tough task, the opening exchanges. Out of court.
She could have done better that one, Manuputy, because she was not pressured. She could have stepped backward to get a better shot.
And it's all about footwork, getting into good position. You anticipate and then you move very, very early. T started well at 2-1.
Good play. Manuputy needs to establish some kind of a tactic here in the court.
And the interesting thing here, rather than stretching the line, she's going down the middle and going to the body, which is a valid target. T does the other thing.
We saw that Jing has that jump smash. It's one of the better ones in this tournament so far we have seen.
I agree with that. What the women lack in power, they make up for in delicacy of movement around the court. They think their way around the court very, very well.
The one thing that is interesting to watch now, people, when she's receiving the serving from T, John, is she is standing up almost all the way in the back. She's anticipating like a long serve.
No noticeable drift, really, is there? I mean, you said that it was circulating a little bit in the first day. I don't know about today. Beautiful.
But sometimes with the crowd, it's coming in as well. The drift changes too.
Malaysia just step ladder ahead of the Indonesian. 4-3.
Guessing here.
It's a really, really good shot. Delicate. There's a lot of feint and dummy towards that. Beautifully. Perfect timing, actually, lifting it over her head. 4-all.
When the opportunity is there, she took it with a huge smash from Manuputy.
You know, the great thing is the crowd are into this from absolute first point, and they will continue to support. You can hear the cheers when the Indonesian play, the boos when the Malaysian plays. It's all the fun of the fair, isn't it? Great, great feeling and atmosphere. And again, the crowd will have, I think they will influence maybe 2 or 3 points a game. It makes a huge difference.
I just believe that team needs to play with a lot more of a patience, John. Just like the way she was successful against Axiata yesterday.
She is rushing it. And I actually spoke with her afterwards, and I congratulated her on her performance. Although she lost, and it's often you learn more about losses than when you win. But she did play beautifully for the first part of the match in particular. Ratchanok had to really, really do absolutely brilliantly to win the match. But, oh, that's just right, just right. It'll be 5-7.
Manuputy had the opportunity there. It was open. She wrong-footed the Malaysian.
But we're now getting serious. This is now the 9th match in the Axiata Cup series, and it's now getting serious. We need to really keep pressing.
Very smart. Very, very smart.
She used all parts of the court there. Very, very impressive. The Indonesian girl, Bellaetrix Manuputy, is beginning to realize how she can push and squeeze, and she's not doing it with any more effort than you'd expect. It's really, really conservative, but it's very efficient.
Again, unforced error. I'm not so sure it's because she's late or she's a little slow, because she's been playing 3 games in a row, especially yesterday. Takes a lot of energy to play against Ratchanok, but once again, in my opinion, Manuputy is playing the way Ratchanok is playing, not giving look at the back of the shuttlecock.
Another error. You know, the important thing is that Manuputy is keeping the shuttle in play.
Yes.
He doesn't really need to do any more than that, so why you want to risk anything?
Exactly.
Just keep the shuttle in play. 10-5. I am a great believer, if it ain't broken, don't fix it, or don't try to fix it. And Manuputy is playing beautifully here. She's saying, I'm prepared to be patient, hang in there, just keep the rallies going. If you want to challenge me, this team, you're going to have to really work hard. And unfortunately, it's not working out for Malaysia at the moment. Started well enough, but at 11-5 in the first. Manuputy, I don't think I buy into your thought process that it's 3 in a row, to be quite honest. I think that they are fit, they are working out. This is normal work workout time for these guys. These are professional athletes who know that fitness is absolutely vital in everything, and I believe it's more the mental side of things than the physical. So what she's got to do now is to get through the crowd, get through the idea that she's lost a couple of points, and now think her way through to a strategy that will give her the opportunity to pick up a point. She's not, how many has she lost in a row there? 11-5.
Yeah, she's, I think, 4 or 5 points in a row.
She can't get mentally through the block. The shuttle is going to come back at her. Doesn't matter where she puts it, it's going to come back.
But at the same time, this is the first time, and this is in a new feeling for T, because she's always been leading in every match in the first part of the game.
That's true.
Yeah, this time she's completely far behind. But once again, this is only the first game. Anything can happen.
It's an absolute cracker. I mean, that's how she started. That was the first shot she played to get a point on the board. But it took a spectacular shot. High risk. 6-12. That was a lovely rally. T misses the drop shot. But you have to say once again, Manuputy we felt, although there's some great stuff from T, we felt that Manuputy was in control of the rally.
Yes, once again, I think, I don't want to blame on the fatigue and stuff, but at the same time, it looks a little bit off here from T.
Let's think more positively. Let's say that Manuputy is doing her job brilliantly.
Oh yes, but once she's very smart, she's letting the shuttle just keep on playing, keep on the rally. Let the opponent make an unforced error. She's been successful so far.
That's a good shot. That is a good shot. She feinted to go to the forehand side and then stuck it back into the backhand throw. It was a beautiful shot. She has shown us many times that she can play a really good rally. That was excellent. 7-14. But she's fallen far too far behind here. This is not going to have a big impact on the overall outcome of this game.
But in my opinion, that's a good break for her because she knows she's falling behind. She's behind, and this break just get the composure back. You know that she's a fighter.
Oh, for sure. She's got big heart. It was actually a change of shot. It's the first time we've seen that over the top with a lot of wrist, closed racket head. Great work. 15-7. You know, T, she was so lucky that it was a reflex shot to return it. But in the end, then you thought, okay, you need to break concentration somehow. Manuputy, she hasn't made too many errors, but she didn't expect that shuttle to come back.
Well, Manuputy has been playing brilliant. Oh wow! Really, she was improved since last time I saw her about a couple of weeks ago.
Well, she settled after 2 or 3 points in play at the start of this match. Since then, she's been totally dominant. I've been very impressed. She's got a good one here.
Well, I'm not sure what is Steve going to do, trying to just get a good momentum for the second game or trying to hold on this one.
Similar result. This time it was even tighter. Took the top of the net and tumbled over. So 9-16.
that's a very smart play. Knowing that probably T was a little bit off or thinking about long rally, she decided to end it by Manuputy.
Well left. That was good left. Very difficult to read those, whether they really are going away. That shows that she's got a really good rhythm, got a good feel for the court. Nice stuff. 18-9. Well, it's so different from what we saw yesterday. That's the annoying thing for the Malaysian bench,
yes,
for sure.
I was hoping for more from her.
Manuputy went back on her heels, a little bit of charity there, 10-19.
But we have to give plenty credit to Manuputy for playing this and controlling all the tempo.
It's another excellent shot. 20 points to 10, and she's not only dominating the scoreboard, she's deserved it because mentally, physically, every single shot she's played, she's done it with authority, she's had the plan, and it worked perfectly. 10 game points. That's it. 20-10. The crowd rise to their feet, and they are celebrating what has been an annihilation of a very good player from Malaysia. And you can't say better than that when you're in a place like Surabaya. Annihilation of Malaysia? Wow. That's a piece of heaven, isn't it?
Yeah, John, the way Manuputy is playing, that surprises me. But once again, the opponent making too many mistakes, too many unforced errors that we don't really see the first two games that she played. Even when she lost yesterday, some of the unforced today was far too much.
Yeah. Well, for the viewers who've just joined us, haven't seen any of the Axiata Cup action before, let me just explain. 8 teams, most of them originating from Southeast Asia. Obviously, the main teams involved, we've got these two here, Malaysia and Indonesia. We've got Thailand, Singapore, the Philippines, and of course, we've also got Vietnam. Then invitation teams outside this area. We've got Asia, Invitation Asia team and Invitation Europe team. Now, all 8 play each other in the first 7 days of competition here this weekend in Surabaya and again next weekend, but half the teams will go up to KL to play also next weekend. So there will be in total 28 matches played, and at the end of those 28 matches in the 7-day period, the top 4 who've scored the most points and most win in each of those clashes will go through to a lucky draw semi-final. Now that's important because there's no manipulation of I want to be first or third or second or fourth. It was a lucky draw, so we could get in the semi-final. We could also get Singapore with Malaysia and Malaysia with Indonesia. It's all the luck of the draw as long as you get in the top 4. So we're into the second game here. Absolute control from Manuputy of Indonesia.
Well, a lot quicker anticipation by Lee today, right now. First point.
Look.
Somehow she will try to attack now. She's not going to allow to play a long rally. If she has opportunity, she will try to put the shuttle down.
She took Ratchanok to 22-20 in the second game, and I mean, that was really very, very impressive. She has got it. She's got the innate ability.
That's long.
So it's over.
She needs to cut down that kind of stuff.
2.
Haven't seen too many errors from Manuputy. She's just got to keep the intensity, keep her concentration, keep the strategy moving. Got back by 3-1. Effortless, isn't it?
Yes.
Beautifully struck.
I'm just rather perplexed that he was not anticipating anything.
That was lazy. Caught a little bit in two minds, I think, but she had a good position. She had lots of options.
But you're correct when you said lazy. She got to get her knees down a little bit on that one.
Oh dear.
Wow.
Change of ends, change of fortune.
5-2.
Yeah, this is what the team needs to get a good start. Because after a couple minutes in the first game, she was already down 11-3 or 11-4 at one point.
Super shot. 6-2. That was sensational.
No kidding. I mean, she just swung that one right here. Boom.
That was excellent stuff. And that will certainly give her confidence a boost. It will get Manuputy thinking a little negatively. 6-2. What a change in ends and good fortune here. That is unbelievable. 7-2. You know, of all the sports that I work on and work with, badminton is the one that has more momentum built around it. You build up a little head of steam and you can really keep putting the pressure on. Momentum is what these top players thrive on. And T has certainly got it in the second.
But one thing then about badminton, you know, this is it's not my observation, but this is from players. The location of where you're playing could make the difference, John. I mean, from the light, from the where you are, from even the breath can change. Sure.
But we're talking a change of fortunes here in ends as well. So
yes.
That is brilliant. That is absolutely pinpoint accurate. And she's done that, I think, 3 or 4 times already we've seen it. And it's, again, what impresses me is the way in which she does the style. It's not hurried. It's all in good timing. So she thinks the shot through. Very impressive. 4-7.
Best rally.
Love it. Great drop shot. That was super because there was a huge amount of deceit about that one. She, for all the world, was going to play a clear or a really big hit. But the drop shot really deceived, and that was fabulous. What a great rally that was, Topper.
Yes, and that rally probably will make that team feeling a lot more comfortable with more of a sure to herself.
Well, we know that both girls can finish off points very, very quickly. They've got good smash, they've got great accuracy there. But going into a long rally like that, you get a little bit more out of it than just the point. You get the feeling that you are feeling in good shape,
exactly,
and you're in control. It's a much more important than just the single point.
Yeah, one thing about feeling good is feeling comfortable or feeling with the momentum or confidence. That's a great player. Any player, not just any sport. Just, you know, it could be in tennis or football or badminton that we're watching right now.
The interesting thing, Manuputy is obviously breathing heavily in, and she's saying, look, take a couple more breaths whilst I come back and ask for a mock down. So that's been a full minute since the last point.
Yes.
That's helped. 8-4.
Huge point there by T.
It's gone.
Well, one thing is T is keeping it in front. So
9,
this is quite important.
4.
Well, we've seen Manuputy in confident and front-running mood. Now we've got to see her under pressure.
Good anticipation. 5-9.
Super shot. Well, it wasn't just one shot. There were 3 shots there. She played with classic crackers. 5-9. Bellaetrix Manuputy of Indonesia.
Right.
Do you notice about Manuputi's face right now? She's
over.
trying to figure it out. She
10,
was completely in a different situation now than the first game where she was confident, she was shooting. Now she's trying to look around, look behind to the coaches for any advice.
So it's over.
Jing has played a much better game here. She's put some pressure on. She's actually just a little older. She's 24. Jing 22 years old. So they're sort of very similar in terms of their experience. That's brilliant. Brilliant. They come to the interval, 11 points to 6 in favour of Jing of Malaysia, and she has been a revelation during this game. She changed ends and she changed fortunes as well. It's been a much better performance. So all of you watching in Penang and KL and Alor-Star and Kuantan, you'll be much happier now after that half-time. 11-6 to Malaysia.
Yes, indeed. As you said, it's all over through Asia and through Malaysia, but of course in Indonesia as well. If you're nearby in Surabaya, why not drop by here? Because a few of the best badminton players throughout the world, they are here. And here goes the song. They're serenading on my
is this the
good
go
friend.
home one?
Yes. They're going to go home one. John loves this song very much.
They were talking. Oh, they're telling the Singapore team to go home yesterday.
Malaysia.
Now it's Malaysia go home, is it? Okay.
Yeah.
But you don't use the term balik kampung, do you? Don't go.
No,
what do you?
pulang.
Huh?
It's a pulang.
Pulang.
Pulang. You have to go home.
Well, cheer that one. Up in the stands, we've also got the cards being flashed with the Indonesian national colours, the flag they're showing, so there's a great atmosphere here in Surabaya. The DBL arena has come alive, and that's coming alive from Manuputy. She has been a revelation since the interval. She's picked up good, solid points there, 2 in a row, 8-11.
The way she plays, John, I mean, that push that created a problem for Manuputy.
Well, we saw 3 times that whole setup. that strategy of playing it down the backhand side, and then suddenly changing the direction, and the angle was perfect. Beautiful strength. I like that. 12-8.
I'm not sure what she's asking here. It's about the win. It's about
flash photography, maybe.
Yes.
You can see the organising committee having a look around, saying what's going on. But anyway, we're on with it. It's 12-8.
How are you going to pick with that many people in the crowd, John?
That was a beautiful lift to the deep. It was okay. It was a very solid, strong, downward shot to finish. But the one was just perfect to the line, and T just had to play it.
Yes. She was not strong enough for the clear. I want to give plenty credit to Manuputy.
She's come alive again here, Manuputy. 9-12. Short, 10-12.
He knows that every point now is going to become important, and then, of course, that crowd is going to tell her to go home. You're nodding your head. I mean, good job.
Yeah, sure, I love it. I mean, it was a great shot, but I like the atmosphere. It's all good. We don't get this kind of thing in many. Okay, maybe in a soccer environment we get it in the UK, but certainly it is unique. You don't get it in Korea or Japan or even in Malaysia. This is quite unique to Indonesia.
There's no rule that you have to be quiet during the point. So, you know, that's what sometimes when I'm watching in All England in the television, I say, what's the noise? You know, and they're so polite watching that, you know, you got to put, no, this is it.
Stiff upper lip and all.
Yeah, just like playing tennis in South America, same thing. They go crazy.
In Jakarta, when we had the Thomas Luber, I remember sitting with people over my shoulders. I'm trying to do this commentary live, over the shoulders, and every so often I would get water all over me, all over my notes and so on, because they're trying to drink and their elbows are crammed in. It was unbelievable. It's out.
Oh, that was a poor shot choice by T because she was in control of that rally.
That was over.
She could have done differently.
This is a big moment for T. She's got to thwart this comeback ambition of Manuputy. 11-13. Look how solid she's looking. T was really aggressive receiving the serve. It's a superb shot.
She could have gone down the line. She decided to go in a more difficult shot.
It's 14-11. Oh no, it was called out. Can't believe it.
Yes, it was called out. That's why Manuputy has faced out. I know, I thought to wait in the replay. The shot brushed the line.
Okay.
Hey, home field advantage sometimes.
12-13. It's on the line this time.
Huge point by Team Jing to stop the momentum by Manuputy.
It's a marginal call as well.
Yes.
It took the outside of the line. Good call by the line judge there. Well done. 14-12. Jing Yi breathes a huge sigh of relief. You know, every single women's singles that we've watched, we've watched now, this is the seventh, isn't it? No, sorry, fifth. The fifth singles, and we've been entertained, everyone, haven't we? We haven't been at all bored. There's been the atmosphere.
No.
It's been really well challenged, and the girls have shown excellent style. 14-12. No, that was
Yes.
15,
Too ambitious into that kind of shot. Right here.
as far as she said. It wasn't that far short, but keep the shuttle in play, young lady. That's what you did first time. Let's see if that can be effective this time. 15-12.
I thought she went for that shot was going to go out.
Service over, 13, 15.
And that was a good towel break now from Manuputy. They played like earlier once. That was last year in Macau, and Manuputy had a straight set game. So it's completely different players now from T as well as Manuputy, especially T.
And I think she stepped up to the plate. She realizes her responsibility. She's not a bridesmaid anymore. She's got to be the, she's got to be the one that's absolutely in the center of Malaysian universe as far as badminton, women's badminton is concerned. And she takes that responsibility very seriously. She needs to get this game though. That's a good start.
Indeed.
Service over.
Keeping the lead is very important too. Right now, with Manuputy behind, the crowd as well is a little bit eerie, a little bit quiet. He was doing well with the rally.
14, 16.
14-16, and the Indonesian start here was very, very solid, rock solid in fact. Taking that first game 21-12. It's a different proposition in this one now though. 14-16. Close one, it was always going to be on the cards there. You can't really tell. You might take up a central position, but you daren't move until the shuttle is halfway crossing the net, by which time, of course, it's too late.
Well, that's a big jump smash by
I've always wondered why they have to be so
tidy. I know.
I'd like to see what their own place is like at home. I bet they lift the bath towel.
I know it's about sponsorship or the image, but still, let it go.
That's great. Action on that shuttle. Let's have a look. Oh, well, let's just see the result of the action. But you just saw beautifully positioned. There she is. Yeah, lovely shot.
Yeah, it was not a very high clear, but it was not an easy shot for Manuputy to take that one and get the winner shot. That's pretty good. Separation now.
Yeah, she's quite content to amble around before. It's a little bit like the calm before the storm, isn't it? She's quite easy, and then suddenly she leaps into action. It's a very interesting one. She's not bubbly like a lot of people that want to get on with it. She's just slow. Now it's my time. Now I'll get into it. On every good shot she plays is matched by a bad one.
I think this is going to be a pressure time for T.
It was a dead racket there. There was no movement towards the shuttle. There was no control. 16-17. Good lead. She was intended to play that, but the this end of his second game. It's Manuputy that's having the great success. She's leveled things at 17 all, and the crowd sense it. They're on their feet, and they're sensing a first victory here for Indonesia. That's a very, very good shot. We've had three really good pieces of badminton from Manuputy.
Agreed, John. This is the first lead. Like when it was 15-17 for Manuputy, it was very important for the team to establish herself, not allowing this to happen. Right now, she's battling not just Manuputy by herself as well.
Concentration is absolutely vital here. She can't let the crowd and the atmosphere get to her. She has got to really dig in here. 18-17, Manuputy. 3 points from a really good victory.
But
this is the Manuputy we saw in the first game, playing it long and making it really tough to get back a decent return. 19-17, Manuputy. Ooh, it was just. I mean, it was a fabulous, deceitful shot, but it came so close to being out. Let's have a look at it. That was close.
I can't believe she took that shot because, you know, that the margin of error is
high risk. Yes. 18-19. Bellaetrix Manuputy of Indonesia. And Jing absolutely controlling and bossing this game. Up at the interval, she was in control. Right now, she's out of control. Match point. Indonesia pick up their 9th point of this Axiata Cup. And I tell you what, the crowd absolutely loved that. You have to feel for Jing. She fell apart a little bit, and I also have to admit maybe you're right, Toto. She's had 2 hard matches, and the 3rd one was probably a step too far.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that was the case, because the last shot that she took, she can just hit herself in the head because she was right there. But in my opinion, she was rushing the whole thing. I mean, when she was leading, even when she had the lead at the last part of the second game, she continued to force something to try to end the game too quickly, in my opinion. So, but once again, you gotta give plenty credit to Manuputy. She stick with it. She allow the opponent to make enough unforced error again and again, and she benefited.
Well, I agree wholeheartedly with that. The really impressive thing is that she went off the pace a little bit, and T obviously picked up her enthusiasm and real aggression, but she managed to find the form again. That was the impressive thing about Manuputy. She found the form, she got back into the original successful strategy, and ended up by winning very, very well indeed. And that is the first point on the board. Indonesia here in Surabaya celebrating a very, very good win. Coming up in just a while, I hope you can stay with us, because this is day 3 of the Axiata Cup 2013 here in Surabaya. The Indonesia-Malaysia battle continues, and we've got Tommy Sugiarto coming up next to play against Chong Wei Fong.